You are now tuned into the Unknown Empress podcast.
This is the Unknown Empress podcast, and I am the Unknown Empress. Thank you so much for tuning in thus far. Episode 6, we're going to dive right into friendships. Today's episode, we will be discussing friendships. Many of you are familiar with the hit TV show Girlfriends, focusing on a mixed batch of black women who face life tests and triumphs together. From dating, divorce, and friendships to family and relationships, Joan, Maya, Lynn, and Tony support each other despite their differences, their backgrounds, and learn about true friendships in the process. Today's episode is focusing on friendships, the longevity, and loyalty. The ins and outs of friendships and what all comes with being a friend. So let's talk about longevity and loyalty of friendships. Friendships aren't made overnight. Bonds and connections can be formed very easily, but we also have to take into account of what makes a friend. The key trait to friendship in my book is loyalty. When you consider your friend and what makes this person a friend to you, loyalty is the number one quality that the person must have. You want to make sure that you have a loyal friend that no matter what happens, what's said, what's done, that they're going to be in your corner. They're going to support you and they're going to have your back. I say this, I have friends that have been my friend for 10 plus years, knowing that I'm only 30. I have friends that I've known my entire life, and we're still friends. Now, do we talk every day? Do we see each other every weekend? No. But no matter what, if something happens to them or vice versa, I know that I could pick up the phone. They're just a phone call away. Things that I've done, things that I've said, mistakes that I've made don't come up in today's present time. My past isn't thrown in my face by my friend. My friend isn't a person that's going to talk about things that I've done to somebody else, ill regard towards me. A friend isn't going to gossip about something that I'm lacking or a mistake I made to someone else if I didn't tell that person or if I didn't ask them to share that information. A friend wouldn't share personal details about you, your life, your finances, or any of that without respect to you. We are easily manipulated by people who we consider friends because we don't fact check, background check. We go off of who they say they are, and we don't necessarily get the facts of who they are. One thing that's important to me is to observe the person who you are considering a friend. Friendships are made naturally. Yes, you have to nurture your friendships, but also friendships are naturally made. It's a bond. It's a natural connection between two people, and it's genuine and it's authentic. If you feel like you're trying too hard to create or save a friendship, then you need to reevaluate why y'all friends. Loyalty amongst friends is the number one trait in establishing a friendship. Another trait is longevity. I can honestly say that I've never fallen out with a friend. Very few people can say that. Now, if you out there listening to my podcast and you consider yourself my friend and we've fallen out, I need you to call me ASAP. But on a serious note, I've never fallen out with a friend of mine because my friends are my family. My friends become family to me because I hold them at a higher regard and a higher esteem than just a regular person, than a coworker, or than a neighbor or an associate. We have to realize there's a difference between friend and associate. Once we realize that, I think we can establish authentic friendships, and the longevity will then present itself. Longevity isn't going to show up for somebody who you met on a job and y'all had one thing in common, and it probably was a negative thing, and then y'all fed that to y'all friendship, and then when you leave the job, now y'all don't communicate. I got people that I've met on jobs that we still communicate to this day, and neither of us are employed at that place of business. I have friends that I went to high school with, friends that I went to grade school, college with. Got friends that I've met along the way that we still maintain our friendship, because when I hold friendships to a higher esteem and a higher regard. We gotta pick people to be friends with that are gonna pour into our lives and that are gonna support us, and people that are going to let us know when we are wrong. Now, don't take into account that a friend is to have your back and right or wrong. A friend is to have your back, true enough, but a friend is also supposed to let you know when you're wrong. If you've done something, if you wronged someone, if you made a mistake, if you messed up, a real friend will let you know. And you're not going to take that negatively, because you know this is coming from a person that cares about you. This is coming from a person that loves you, and it's coming from a person that actually wants to see you propel and succeed. So when that friend comes to you and tell you, hey, you really messed up with this, I think you should X, Y, and Z, you're going to really consider what that friend said, because you know that they have my best interest in mind. Make sure that you pick loyal friends, and make sure that you have more than just a connection, but you also have a bond that is life lasting. What are your qualifications of a friend? Just like you go on a job interview and they ask you your qualifications and they tell you what you need to know and what you need to be able to do in order to apply for this job, you need to take that same concept and apply it to your friendships. People who you are going to consider to be a friend, you need to know, how can they be beneficial to your life? How can you be beneficial to their life? What are some pros and cons to this friendship? Is it a one-sided friendship? This is a big deal. A lot of people have one-sided friendships. You're the friend that's always there. You're the friend that's most dependable. You're the friend that's always lending. You're the friend that's always available. You're the friend that's always listening. That's a one-sided friendship. Those are unhealthy friendships. Those are unhealthy connections and bonds. You need to break the cycle. One, come to the friend and say, hey, listen, I feel like our friendship is one-sided. This is some things that I need from you. Or even, you don't have to be confrontational, because if they're your friend, they'll receive that information and say, well, I didn't look at it that way, and I apologize. I'll be more available for you. But if they get an attitude, well, every time I need you, it don't be a big deal. If they're confrontational with their approach and what they say, then that's not a friend. Because if I'm telling you it's something that I need from you, and I'm also extending myself to you, then it comes out to be that maybe you manipulating and using me. And I'm always coming up with the short end of the stick. So that's a very, very big one. One-sided friendships. I encourage you to look at the qualifications that are needed to be your friend. Can males and females be just friends? Hot topic. In my opinion, I feel like male and females can be just friends. If that's what you want, there is a such thing as platonic friendships. It is a such thing as a male and a female bonding, making a connection, and it's not sexual. Because if they're your friend and that's something that you want from them, a friendship, and they're listening to you and you listening to them, and they're giving to you and you giving to them, and it's equal and it's healthy, that's a platonic friendship. Males and females can be just friends. Now, however, once you cross that line and you take that friendship to another level, it's not just a friendship anymore. That's a big deal as well. That's a hot topic as well. Can male and females be just friends? Yes. Males and females can have platonic friendships. Once male and female try to take it to the next level and they have sex, you are no longer just a friend. Now you're a friend with benefits. Now y'all in a whole different category, and that platonic is out the window. So things that probably you could talk about as just friends, you can't talk about it no more. You can't talk about what you did with who you did it with and who you might think hot and who you attracted to, because now feelings are involved, emotions are involved. It's not humanly possible that you were friends with a person, you took it to the next level, became friends with benefits, and now you don't have those feelings attached to a person who was once your friend. Because now you done had sex and you got soul ties all mixed up in there. You got the boundaries of a friendship all mixed up in there. You got a lover all mixed up in there. And now things are gone all discombobulated. And you're thinking, oh, it's just a friend. It was. Not anymore. You have to move differently in that sense. You have to check yourself and see, okay, this is what we did. This is where we're going. You got to make sure that you have these adult conversations with your friends. And I'm speaking of male and female friendships. You got to make sure that you have these adult conversations, because when you ask, what are we? We love to ask that question. What are we? When you ask that question and the answer is, we just friends. No, we not. We not just friends, because when we were just friends, I didn't feel this way about you. When we were just friends, we didn't have a romantic relationship. When we were just friends, you could tell me about your interests and people who you were dating, and you could tell me about things that you had going on. Now that we've crossed the line, I don't want to know about somebody else, because that's competition now. I want to know about me. I want to know about us. Who are we? What are we? And you get that with, we're not just friends. So we have to stop accepting that answer that we're just friends after a romantic relationship, because that's not true. Jealousy and ending friendships. This episode is really talking about a lot of deep topics that I can go off and talk about each one individually. But I'm just giving you a small tidbits of a lot of important topics. Jealousy and ending friendships. If your friend starts to climb the ladder of success and the first feeling is in your mind and heart isn't congratulations and well done, you need to reconsider how you feel about that person and what are the details of that friendship, because there might be some jealousy inside of it. We have to be able to amen people when it's their blessing time. We have to be able to support people when God shows favor over their life. And if they are truly our friend, then we would have no problem giving them a round of applause when due. We would have no problem seeing them climb that ladder of success. We would have a problem seeing them in leadership. Well, she was my friend, but ever since she got this promotion, honey, she changed. Yeah, she should change. She's in a different position now. And she was my friend, but ever since she moved over there in that neighborhood, honey, I don't go over there because I don't fool with them. But that's your friend, though, so it shouldn't matter where they live. If that's really your friend, I'm gonna go see my friend, whether she live on the up side of town or the down side of town. I'm just gonna know how to carry myself whichever neighborhood I'm in. Don't be jealous of your friends where you can't rejoice with them in their blessing. And if you got friends that when you tell them something good you got going on, the first thing is something negative out their mouth, reconsider that friendship. Now, I'm not telling y'all to go in y'all friendships, but I am telling you to think about what are the qualifications of a friend. Think about why this person is your friend. Think about what they mean to you. You want people in your life and in your corner that are not going to show jealousy. They're not going to be envious of the things that you have, because what are things? When you got a true friend, that friendship should be It should be oozing and overflowing with loyalty and compassion. And congratulations. So in the show Girlfriends, it shows us that all friendships are tested. All friendships have triumphs and failures. And no matter what you're going through in life with your friend, we have to learn about true friendship and experience that on an authentic level. With that being said, we can't close without mentioning the fact that all friendships aren't going to be lifelong friendships. You got some friendships that are seasonal. And when the season is done, let it go. It's hard to let go people who we've bonded with and connected with, and we got good memories and good times. But if all the good times are in the past, that season has changed. The friendship has changed, and it's healthier to let it go than to try to carry on. I encourage each one of you to think about that friend that you have that means the world to you. After this episode, send them a message. Give them a phone call. Give them a small token, a thank you for being a loyal friend, for having a long-lasting friendship, and for having your back. Let them know how much they mean to you and how important their friendship is. And if you got some seasons that have died, and if you got some seasons that have changed, don't be afraid to let it go for your sanity and health. Friendships are important in life. It's a part of that healthy bond and connection that you need with people. We have to connect on different ways, and a friendship is a beneficial way to add joy to your life from people who aren't obligated, but because they love you and they care, they're there. So let your friends know that you love them and you appreciate them. Love on your friends. Cherish your friends. Make new memories, lasting bonds, and promote healthy friendships. Get up, wake up, and dive right in. Follow me on Instagram at unknown.empress. Listen to me weekly on SoundCloud at The Unknown Empress, where you can check out my previous episodes. And as always, thanks for listening.